So we ran through the maze, we survived the Scorch trials, and now it's time to find the death cure. Hey guys, welcome to a new video, and as I'm guessing, I hope you're guessing, from the beginning introduction, I am doing the movie review for the Maze Runner Death Cure. Now I love the Maze Runner series, it stars Dylan O'Brien and a lot of other characters as well. And the Maze Runner series has been something I had fallen in love with. I'd seen all three in the cinema now actually, which I'm quite happy with. I'm glad I got to see each one of them in the cinema. So a little bit about the Maze Runner. Basically they've come to like practically the end of the world basically, and all that's left are these teenage boys ranging from like kids to pre-teens, and they're stuck in this maze and they've got to try and get out. And I won't spoil too much away, but obviously this is the third one, so if you haven't seen the first or second one, I suggest go and watch them. I just suggest watching the whole series. This whole series has been amazing. Thomas is actually one of the characters' names. Take that back. Thomas is one of the main characters. He's played by Dylan O'Brien, and he is such an amazing character. I think he's worked so hard on all of these films, and as you heard, he did have to take a break from filming of this film because he had an accident. But he came back and he finished the film, and I loved it. I loved the Death Cure. Not as much as the first one, but it was better than the second one. I feel like with trilogies, the first one's always the better one. It's always the best one. You can't beat the original, as they say. The second one is always, it can go well, it can go wrong, it all depends. And then the third one either picks it up so it finishes on a high note, or it ends it all. But I think this one has rounded up perfectly. I still can't believe some of the stuff that's happened. I can't go into too much detail without spoiling it, but I've loved the characters, and I love the friendship between Thomas and Newt throughout the entire series. It has been such a good friendship, and you can see it progress as the films go on as well. But I think the way they ended it and tied it up in a knot is just perfect. I need to read the series. That is on my to-do list. I have put that on, literally on my to-do list. Read Maze Runner series. I've got the first two, I need to get the third one. But yeah, I enjoyed the Maze Runner series. Death Cure was definitely more action-packed than the first, which I think is a way to end it, is to make it more action-packed. The effects were awesome, the storyline was amazing, and I loved seeing all the characters again. I must admit, the one thing I would change though is the beginning for me. Like, they kind of just went straight into the movie. I would have liked maybe like a backstory to, like how they did with the Scorch trials. They went back to Dylan O'Brien coming up, and then you woke up to what happened after the maze. But this time they kind of just went straight into the action of what was happening in the Death Cure. But I would have liked to have seen like maybe like a flashback or something to the end of Scorch trials, but you know, you can't win or lose here. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. I do recommend people going to see this in the cinema. It's one worthy of watching in the cinema. And I think if I had to give it a score, I would have given it a 5 out of 5. Well, no, 10 out of 10, sorry, is how I score it. I would have given it a 10 out of 10 if it weren't for the way that they started the movie. So I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. Still a really good movie. Still going to buy it on Blu-ray. I've loved the whole entire series. I am sad that it has now officially ended, but it ended on a high note in my eyes. And who knows, maybe I might go and see it again in the cinema, because I did really enjoy it. Some of the moments in the movie did shock me. I did not expect it, probably because I haven't read the books. But yeah, I really need to stop saying "but yeah." I keep saying "but yeah" in all the videos. So anyway, so have you seen the Death Cure? Did you enjoy it? I know I did. And if you did you enjoy the series? And if you read the book, can you let me know down below if it's actually any good, if it's as good as the films, or if the films are better than the books? Just let me know, because I do really want to read the Maze Runner series. I'm currently reading a different book at the moment, but once I've finished that one, I will then go on to the Maze Runner. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below in that little corner there. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!